Hello, everyone. This is Lynn Dorman. I'm your host of the Southern Fried Paranormal Show. Hey, we discuss ghosts around here. I don't know what everybody else wants to discuss. I like to discuss paranormal and ghosts. Got a new ghost here. Get my fingers right. There, right there. If you got any suggestions, this is a female ghost. She has a pink ribbon in her hair, so I'm not going to call it Bob. So if anybody's got any suggestions, what I should name this particular ghost, I got Larry, Curly, and Mo here behind me on posters. Then I got Booths over there, the big white guy over this shoulder. So anybody give me any suggestions for a female ghost, put them on my messenger, and I will consider it. But that's our new one, and it really shows up with the black lights. And that's all I can say. Tonight we got a special show. It's basically going to be a commercial about, what Paracon was it? Hello, Sean. What Paracon was it? I forgot. Some little doodad come from nothing Paracon down in a place called New Orleans. And if you want to see what all that's about, there's a link already in the comments, in the chat. You can't follow it. There it is. But you can sit there and copy paste it, and it'll tell you all about the Battle of New Orleans. And we're going to take a little trip with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. So we're going to get together with tonight's show real quick. Got the boss lady in the room, so we're going to bring her out. Go ahead and put up that picture, Gwen, that you did for us. And here we are. Next week may be a recorded show. I'm not sure. I would like it to be a recorded show because that way I can pack Thursday night and be ready to leave, because I am leaving a few days early. We are going down to Vicksburg. We got a date with an ironclad from the Civil War. And I'll spend a couple of nights in Vicksburg. We're headed to start Monday night, Monday week. For y'all who don't know, that's Georgia Talk. Monday week is not this coming Monday, but the next one. And let my southern accent come through. Anyway, 14 years in Chicago kind of got me talking like this, but normally I talk like this, y'all. Anyway, we are going to be headed down to New Orleans a little bit early and enjoying a few things. And we will be taking a cruise on a riverboat, probably the Thursday before the Paracon. And we'll be taking the riverboat down to the battlefield, where we will spend at least an hour on a tour of the battlefield. Maybe next year I'll get somebody that's a ghost hunter down there with me early, so we can take a shuttle to the battlefield and we can stay there all day and maybe crank up a few echo box sessions in the middle of a battlefield where about 2,000 British soldiers killed or wounded. It's bound to be a hot spot. I've never heard of anybody actually investigating that, but you know me, they let me in the battlefield with a backpack. I'm going to be cranking up some stuff. I may keep it to myself, but I'll be cranking up stuff, and I'll record it for y'all. Anyway, let's get started with the show before Lee fires my little butt. Go ahead and let's open the door on this show, please, producer. Yeah. There's our ball. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's enough. Please sit down. Sit down, everybody. Thank you very much. Let's bring out our guest, since she is the boss lady, and she was probably already threatening to fire me.
You are adorable. Oh my God.
What's up, Lance?
That's my more handsome side right there,
Talk,
Mr. Matt
talk,
Brown.
talk about adorable. There's Matt Brown in the house.
Uh-huh.
There we go. There we go. That's that love potion number 9. Everybody keep taking it. That's the only way I get by with that.
Oh, I thought you may have already had your testosterone shot.
I'm working on it.
He don't need it. He doesn't need it.
Well, I'll take your word for that.
Yeah.
Man, you and I have never really talked a whole lot.
Yeah.
And you know, I like the funny side of conversation.
Hey, that's a great side.
Mhm.
And
That's
by the way,
awesome.
I was in the military for a very short time.
Okay.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, that's a short time.
I went to the Navy in 1978. I had forgotten that I tore up my knee as a freshman in high school.
Mm.
And my father refused to let me go to the hospital, even have an x-ray. And I was limping ever since. I've forgotten about it. You limp for so many years, you kind of forget what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had torn cartilage in that knee. So you know what happened when I went to boot camp?
Oh, yeah. That
Oh, yeah.
first
I
good
had a
run.
knee the size of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they sent me really quickly to the doctor, and he pulled me out of regular boot camp, put me in a medical hold. And remember, this is also the year that Animal House came out, that same
yeah.
summer. So these two are related. And I went into a medical hold unit for 2 weeks, and then they put me in a transfer. They said, okay, you're out of here. Gone. Bye. So they put me in a transferal unit for 2 weeks, and I was gone. In the transferal unit, I'd already been there about 10 days. So I knew I was gone. In fact, I already got my bus ticket to Jacksonville. It was a training camp in Orlando. So quick bus ride from Orlando to Jax. Anyway, they, for some reason, put the clown prince at the front right corner of the marching unit. And you know yourself from marching in those units, that's your lead person.
Yeah.
If he turns, the whole body turns. If you stop, the whole body stops.
Right.
So they put a crazy idiot in at that position. We're marching down a wide sidewalk, and there's an air conditioner right there that's working on one of the two buildings, probably both of them. And the correct order was half right, half right, half right. Take a few steps, half left, half left, half left. And then you get the other side of the sidewalk, half right, half right, half right. And you went straight around it.
Yeah.
Well, this guy gave us 2 half rights.
Y'all just went right inside the building.
I marched the whole unit straight into the cinder block wall of that building. And the whole unit marched up behind me. And we were all sitting there in a bunch up against that building, marching in place.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
To have been a fly on the wall. Just how about just a captain looking out the window watching this happen, being like, "Oh Lord, can you imagine?"
We were between two buildings, so there's probably people doing that. There were officers walking down that were doubled over.
Oh Lord.
And we finally got it straightened up, and nobody could march straight because everybody was just dying laughing.
Oh man.
They couldn't punish me, but they couldn't put me in any extra curricular activity because of the knee.
Yeah.
All they could do was put me on a fire watch and say, you can't go to the bar. And I said, I don't want to go to the bar anyway.
Yeah.
That worked out because another guy they had on fire watch that was supposed to relieve me. I worked in nightclubs for several years and played sports. And I was kind of a rowdy, 150, 160 pounds at the time. I grabbed the guy who was supposed to relieve me, who was still sleeping, who went to the bar illegally, because I know he was in trouble. Snatched his naked butt out of bed and threw him in the cold shower.
Oh.
And listened
man.
to the screaming. And of course, the officer in charge came running back to what in the world's going on.
Yeah.
And I explained it. I said, he's my relief. I said, and there he is,
My relief.
drunk. So that was my best time in the military.
Yeah. Whew, that's a good one. I like that one.
Can't you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Right into the wall.
Right into the wall. Just like they did in Animal House. If
Yeah.
you remember that movie, the guy got in there, stole the baton from the band leader, and did a hard left. It marched the
Walking
band
into
right
an
to an
alley.
alley. And rather than turn around, they just all just marched in there and just bunched up and marched in place. And
Yeah.
we did the same thing.
That's great.
That's me in a nutshell.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
That's good stuff right there.
It was
Man.
a good time.
Yeah. So I did basic training at this in Fort Knox, and there were barracks that were in the movie Stripes. You remember the movie Stripes?
Oh, yes. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah. So the barracks that were in that movie were in there, and there was a couple of scenes that were in there, and so me, I'm reenacting some of that while we're in those barracks. And some of the people knew what it was, and some of the people didn't. But I guess the drill sergeants had heard enough of that, so to write that situation, we ended up having to put a guy over my shoulder and go up and down the stairs until I finally
Oh, no.
couldn't take it no more. Luckily, I was at the bottom when I finally said, "You got to get out. I can't do this anymore." But yeah, that was an interesting time.
I was actually at Fort Knox. I was living in a trailer park. Yes, I was at once trailer park trash for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Can't tell, can you? But one of the neighbors, and his friend was a E6 supply officer. And he had to go to Fort Knox, and he wanted somebody to keep him awake.
Yeah.
So he put me in the car, and off we went. Everything paid for by the military. Well, wait a minute. We're going to get a free breakfast and a free lunch? Okay, I'm in.
Right. There you go.
So we went to Fort Knox, which is where he had to go to attend to some business. I begged him, because we went right in front of where the gold is kept.
Yeah.
I begged him that let's go to a hardware store, get gold paint, and about 10 or 12 bricks. And then real quick, like when nobody's looking, put the bricks on the ground, and then slowly put the gold brick back in the truck we were in.
Oh, wow. That would have been something.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He wouldn't do
Pick
it.
them up like they're heavy and walk them over to the. Yeah. Yeah.
He said, we're going to get busted. But I thought it'd be hilarious.
You'd still be on Fort Knox if that had happened.
Yeah, both of us probably
there.
would be.
Yeah.
By the way, did you ever go to Fort Benning?
Yes.
I'm from Columbus, Georgia, originally, born and raised.
Okay.
Which is right next door to Fort Benning.
Right.
I used to DJ the enlisted and the officers club. At
Oh,
Fort
nice.
Benning.
That's cool. That's cool.
And when I went to Troy University back in the 90s, they had their auxiliary at Fort Benning. So yeah, I attended college for three years and 1 quarter in Building 4
Okay.
in Fort Benning.
Nice.
So I've talked to a lot of GIs before. I had friends. I've got drunk with them, got in fights with them. I broke up fights between them. Had to pin one guy to the wall. He was bound and determined to fight another GI. And I didn't want to see them get arrested fresh out of boot camp by the Columbus Police Department.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's no
So I
good.
had to hold him up against the wall until the guy got in the cab and was gone.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
I know where he's going. I said, well, you go catch him at Fort Benning. Let's not deal with the Columbus Police Department, please.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No.
You know what you end
The
up.
best thing to do when you got soldiers that want to fight is go get 2 beers,
Mhm.
crack the tops on them, and say, all right, go at it. And just stand there with your hands out holding those beers. They're going to get tired. They're going to turn around. They're going to reach back for them, and they're going to be all right
Mhm.
once they get done. Just let them get it out of their system.
I would have done that, except we were right at the front door of a bar, and they had already threatened to call the cops on the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were fighting over a stripper, of course.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. They must have been privates looking for somebody to marry. Whew,
Yeah,
gosh,
exactly.
can't tell you how many times we've dealt with that.
I've seen E3s and E4s out of Fort Benning all day long chasing strippers wanting to get married, and strippers chasing them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's the ones that are dumb enough to go after.
I got
They hadn't been around long enough to learn anything.
Mm-hmm. I was at a bar just down from where I live, and a girl I knew that was in the military. She was E6 too. She was in the deployable patrol. What do they call that? The MPs. I said going shore patrol. That's Navy. She was a deployable MP.
Okay.
They're the ones they send over there before they put a foreign base up.
Right.
She was that. She was a big, strong, husky girl. She said she never met anybody she couldn't put in handcuffs or a straitjacket. Her and I were friends.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want that to be your enemy.
No. Anyway, she walks in the bar. She says, "Lynn, you want to go to a party?" I said, "Hell yeah, I want to go to a party." And you know military parties. I don't know if you've ever been to one, Matt.
No.
Where they shift in a bunch of girls from Auburn University in a house to meet a whole bunch of GIs that got shipped that came out there in their cars. So we had a bus or a whole bunch of cars sitting in front of this guy's house, and every room in the house had at least 8 to 10 couples going at it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
So I've been to that kind of party.
Yeah.
After
probably
all
like
over,
6 cars, and when they pulled up, it looked like a clown circus getting out of the car.
Uh-huh.
You know, how many people can we fit in one vehicle? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've been there.
I almost got thrown out of one of the clubs I was DJing. It was at Sand Hill. I don't know if you ever heard of that at Fort Benning or not.
I've heard it. I was only at Fort Benning for a couple days, so I wasn't.
Okay.
I was just passing through.
You may have heard about Sand Hill.
I've heard about Sand Hill.
The old club back in the very early 80s.
Yeah.
Back the old World War II building.
Mm-hmm.
The road was just crap all the way to it. I was DJing, and it was a enlisted guys club where the boot camp would let them go in there and have a few drinks if they done well, if they won a competition or whatever.
Right.
But nobody was coming but one person. She was an E3.
Huh.
She got bored sitting out there by herself. So next thing I know, she's in the DJ booth. Well, not just in the DJ booth, she's in the DJ chair. Or should I say the DJ lap?
Oh.
And the club manager walks out.
Mm.
So he walks out, looks at me. So I would tell you, you can just go home, but I think you just need to go get a hotel room or something. And walk back. So then, of course, I got off and we took off.
He's been a bad boy, Matt.
Hey,
He's been almost as bad as you.
hey, we earn our gray hairs.
Yes.
Yes.
I earned every bit of this.
Yeah, right. You
I
don't see
love
as
it,
many of
Lynn. You look
mine because I keep
amazing.
them cut down, but I've earned every bit. You know.
Well, wait till you hit 70 years old. You'll get some.
Yeah.
And maybe yours will be as long as mine.
Yeah, maybe
I
by
hope
then.
so. When I retire
When
from
I
the
met
Army,
him.
I'm letting my hair grow out. Yes.
When I
And this
met
is what
him,
it
he
looked
had
like.
hair down his back,
Yep.
all the way down his back. So yeah, he'll have it long again, riding a motorcycle.
Yep.
At least he doesn't have hair all the way down his back, and he's still got the same haircut he's got now.
Yeah. Right. No, it was. Yeah.
He had it braided.
Yep. Had a goatee. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like I do.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
guys are going to have a blast in New Orleans.
Oh man,
Yes.
I am so looking forward to that.
This is gonna be
It's
so
been
much
on
fun.
it's been on a list of mine to go there and be a part of that. And, so much history. We've got a lot of friends that are there. We've got a friend that does haunted honey. After Katrina came through and all the beehives got flooded out and flooded away, they were looking for a place to go. And they ended up in a bunch of crypts and vaults and everything
Mhm.
because everybody's buried above the ground there.
Right.
And so his job, he was one of the only people that's certified to actually be legally go in those crypts and remove those beehives. And so he actually harvested the hives, he's harvested the bees, he's moved the bees, and he's one of the very few people that has honey that came from hollowed ground,
Wow.
actually in the crypts.
Holy
So,
honey.
holy
And
honey,
guess what I'm getting?
haunted honey. Yes.
I'm getting some hallowed ground beeswax candles.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
I think that's going to be intense. They have a shop right there in the French Quarter, his wife does, and he's got some coins for me. And the coins
Cool.
actually were dropped down in some of the crypts. And when they were harvesting the bees out, the people that, were authorizing the work in the cemetery, they're like, you don't have to put the change back. Well, they didn't want to spend it. So they got it all, in a jar. And so I'm going to have some. And we're
Very
going to do some
cool.
investigations.
Yeah.
Haunted pennies.
Yeah. Talk
Very
about a
cool.
trigger item.
Yes, big time.
Yeah.
Of course, well, what Matt and I were just talking about, anybody who's never been down in New Orleans, I will tell you that if you're anywhere around there, the French Quarter is the highest place in New Orleans
Yes.
outside of artificially built up stuff. It's still below sea level.
Yeah.
Or maybe this far above.
Right.
So basically, you get a 2-year-old with a plastic shovel, pick it on the ground, and they're going to find water.
Oh yeah.
Which is why everybody's buried above ground, because you can't dig a hole, even in a dry spell, that you can stick your finger in and find water.
Yep.
So they have to be buried above ground. And also, while we're talking about water, wear closed shoes. Do not wear flip flops. Do not wear Crocs. No open top shoes. Christopher Talley is almost mean about this. Do not wear open toed shoes. He has seen people lose toes because of infection from street gravy. That's no joke.
Yeah.
It will, if you got any kind of paper cut on your feet, it will cause a severe infection. And sometimes it'll get under your toenails. And if it gets under your toenail and spreads, you've lost your toe.
Yeah.
So wear closed top shoes, because street gravy has got God knows what in it. It comes in various colors. You may want to put a radioactive meter next to it to see if it's radioactive, because sometimes it's green, sometimes it's orange, sometimes it just looks like brown gravy.
Yeah.
But you don't want to touch it. Don't step in it. Don't splash it on your legs. And damn sure wear covered shoes, because you don't want this on your skin.
Go hazmat. I might go hazmat on that. God.
It's quite hazardous.
Goulashes.
Yeah. Chris will tell you the same thing. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be getting together and maybe going to Lafayette's Blacksmith Shop Bar, one of the oldest bars in the United States. I will warn you, Matt, sometimes, when you get just right, and remember, we're going to be the only thing going on down there.
Yeah.
Now, I think the week before, they got a bigger thing going on. But the week of the Paracon, there's nobody else in town.
That's right.
Go
So all
Lafayette.
the ghosties are coming out to play.
Mm-hmm. And they've been stirred up the week before, and we
Right.
can take advantage. In Lafitte, you have a fireplace kind of in the center. It's open to both sides, like so many fireplaces were in homes back then.
Yeah.
One side is where the bar is. The other side is where the piano bar is. They usually keep a table sitting right even with that fireplace. 3 or 4 chairs sitting in it. You want to pull that table back a little bit from the fireplace, sit down, and concentrate. Because if you open your mind, if you're lucky, John Lafitte will appear leaning on the mantle of that fireplace.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
If you can't see, you can feel him. That
Right.
is a very haunted little section there. And sitting at that table right beside that fireplace, where they're not having the piano bar open, which is only on Friday and Saturday nights, there's not that many people there, few locals. It's hot because the place isn't air conditioned, it's open.
Yeah.
Just be careful drinking the purple drink. And by the way, Matt, I don't know if Lee told you or not, it's drink. It's not a purple drink. Don't go in and ask for a purple drink.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
drink.
It's a drink.
It's a drink.
Yeah. I get
And they got it in what looks like an old 7-Eleven icy machine.
it. Yeah.
And about the same color as the grape. And when they get it out, turn the machine on and fill your cup up, it looks like grape icy. But the ice and the liquid is mostly rum.
So
It's
a
got
frou frou drink with a hell of a kick, then, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
The kick-
mule kicking
kick-
frou frou drink.
You're like a
Oh,
very strong
Lord.
mule. And
I wonder-
I've seen people drink 2 of them and try to walk out, especially on a warmer day, and it's not pretty.
I wonder if we offer a gift to old John Lafitte, if maybe he'll show up and he'll conversate with us or let us see him.
Possibility.
Possibility. I got a couple things in mind. Gwen, what are you doing that night? Maybe we can offer up Gwen to old John
Oh,
Lafitte.
heck. Lord almighty. Y'all get off my bestie. Man, baby, I'm taking care of you. Don't you worry. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah,
She'd be dancing
we'll-
around the room like a person in church who's gotten possessed.
There you go.
Oh,
we
the
got you.
spirit's
We
upon
got
us.
you. We got a fellow we want you to meet while we're down there. Oh, Lappy.
I've got
So-
something to show you guys. I'm getting
Uh-oh.
to it. Matt was talking about the bee guys, and Craig had sent me some interesting stuff. I want you to get an idea of how unique this product is. And for ghosties like us, this could really be an interesting product. Here's the logo, Bee Guys LLC, and there's the phone number. They're in New Orleans, okay? And here's how they're harvesting the bees out of the tombs.
Wow.
And people will slip change down in the cracks and stuff. So that's what I was talking about, the haunted coins. Look at that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's protecting the bees, preserving the history of these crypts. And, it's just part of the storms and the evolution of what happens there. I mean, it's actually a smart idea on the bees' part. If you don't want to get blown away, get in the stones,
Right.
like that down in the cracks. But they've been very busy over the years.
They've been busy as bees, right?
Busy as bees, busy bees.
Well, it kind of works on what I've been saying in me promoting the Paracon is I'm saying be there.
Yeah.
I could use 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Just be there.
Be there.
just be there. Be there or be square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been throwing that picture I showed up right at the first of the show. By the way, Matt, Gwen made that picture using the AI.
I love it. She's
Yeah.
good.
She does a good job.
Gail loved it. Ow, 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 ow. We got it on
Oh,
shirts.
you got it on your shirt. Look at there.
Mhm. And
We're gonna have so much fun. I mean, do you see?
this is the first time Lee has no clue what I'm about to put up here. So Matt, bear with me a second, because Lee has not seen this. Gwen
Uh-oh.
has not seen this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
I
there.
love it. I love it.
You see the logo,
Yeah.
and on the
Yes,
back,
I love it. Oh, how nice.
Nice.
Oh, how nice.
so I got 3 of these, and when we're doing what we're going to be doing at the Paracon, I was going to let Gwen wear one, and I've got one.
There you
Nice.
go. That's
Very
nice.
good. Cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
A
I'm
little bit of
going to give you
advertising for
some
the
of
network.
this. And this right here, I'm going to give you some haunted honey.
Big guys.
Hallowed honey. How
Mhm.
how would that work? Haunted hallowed honey.
Just say it 10 times
honey.
fast.
Honey that's hallowed and haunted. No, I don't know.
No.
It's just crazy.
Holy honey.
Holy honey. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go with that one.
Uh,
Holy moly, honey.
y'all are too young to remember this, but there was a Batman TV series back in the 60s that was kind of campy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We
Robin
remember.
would always say, "Holy whatever, Batman."
Yeah.
Holy smokes, Batman.
Whatever they're dealing with.
Yeah.
So it sounds like
Holy
something he'd say.
penguin. Holy penguin, Batman.
Something like that.
I remember it.
Holy butterscotch catapult, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's just one of the drinks. We want to get down there sometime.
Yes.
He knows
are.
that I'm diabetic though. So he was telling me maybe I ought to not do the purple drink and just maybe get a martini or something and play it safe.
Yeah.
They do serve other drinks. They'll probably give you a couple of good rum shots.
That'll
Right.
work. That'll work.
The links I put in there are the song with very nice animation on the Battle of 1812.
Oh, yeah.
They actually, the War of
1814.
they actually occurred in 1814.
Yep.
Well, actually, the battle occurred. They were 1814. They went down to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Actually, the battle was in January of 15.
Yeah.
Weeks after they
took a
signed
little
treaty
trip down the
Mhm.
mighty Mississippi.
down mighty Mississippi. That
Yep.
was one time we had a major battle
Mhm.
and the most decisive American victory over the British after the treaty had been signed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Americans practically destroyed a couple of British units that 6 weeks later defeated Napoleon at Waterloo.
Right. Yeah.
So these were
Yeah.
crack units.
They licked their wounds and went home. So, yeah, we took on the mightiest military on the planet at the time. And, yeah.
And it was all two small units of regular American soldiers,
Yes.
pirates.
Yep.
He supplied most of the blasting caps and the balls. Jackson didn't have many, so he had to make a deal with the pirates to get something to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Native Americans were involved. He got a tribe of local Native Americans to fight for them.
Yeah.
And he got a couple of units of free men of color.
Hmm.
No history book will tell you that. They usually leave out the Native Americans. Some of them will say there were a few Indians involved, which is kind of a racist statement anyway. But the Native Americans made a difference in scouting.
Yes.
He said, who can go out there and measure me 200 yards? So they picked a couple of Native Americans. Andrew sent them out. They knew how to measure 200 yards, and they sent a signal up. I think it shot an arrow in the air, flaming arrow or something, to mark that. And I got the guys with the squirrel guns to where they're going to shoot.
Yep.
So they marked it with their eyes, And when the British soldiers hit that 200-yard mark, that's when the squirrel guns opened up. Not the regular militia,
Yes.
but just the guys with their own private squirrel guns that shot further than the army guns.
Right.
Harder and longer to load, but they shot further. And the people with the squirrel guns just opened up.
They fired their guns, but they kept it coming. But it wasn't as many as it was a while ago.
Right. There must have been 100 of them beating on the drums, and they cut down. And we fought dirty.
Oh yeah.
Like
we fought smart. We fought smart.
Any kind of officer braid, shooting.
Right.
If he's got stripes, he's enlisted as a NCO, shooting.
Yes.
If he's carrying a standard, shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Drew.
Yeah.
Now, I forgot to say hello to Jeff Talpan.
I had in my ranks at one point in time a soldier whose great grandfather was one of the privateers that was shadowing the fleet and reporting back to where the fleet was and where they were going to be and when they were going to make landfall. And then he also brought powder in, and his boat could run faster and shallower, so he could get away from the British ships and get upriver and make deliveries. So,
well, you got to remember, you said the key word, sailing.
Yes.
This is late December 1814, very early January 1815. There were no motorboats.
Nope.
If you had a boat, you had two choices. You rowed it or you put a sail up.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to sail up the Mississippi?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of tacking and zigzagging. Down. Yeah. It's a lot of this.
In the summertime, like when we're going down there, you can kind of get away with it because you have some southern breeze coming up.
Right.
That's why all the hurricanes go up that way. They get blown up by wind. And it's slow going, but you can sail up the Mississippi.
Yes.
The Minoans discovered this because they discovered it on the Nile and taught the Egyptians how to sail upstream.
Yeah.
They taught them how to sail the Nile. So when they came over here looking for copper, they're the ones the Ojibwe met up around Lake Superior. That's why the Ojibwe to this day is stronger in mathematics than most of the Native American tribes. Because thousands of years ago, the Minoans who knew math taught them mathematics. And some of them got stuck there when the volcano on Thera blew up and the tidal wave destroyed Crete, which is where the Minoans called home.
Yes.
And there's some of them got caught in Louisiana. Some of them got caught up there around Lake Superior because they were sending tons. I think it was something like 300 or 400 tons of ore is going out. And we're talking about ore. It's not so much ore. That copper from there is about 98% copper. There's not much smelting involved.
Yeah.
They brought it down, and up there on the Mississippi, about level with Monroe, is where they had the smelters. Melted down into ingots, loaded up in the ships, went back across the Atlantic. One of them sunk off Lebanon. And they traced the copper ingots from where it was, and they can do that. And it came from Lake Superior.
Wow.
They say it's unknown for years because they didn't check Lake Superior. They said, this is Mediterranean Sea. This is, but they finally checked it. This came from Lake Superior. Wait a minute, hold it. What the hell?
Yeah.
The Minoans
trip right there.
The Minoans brought copper down from Lake Superior, melted down into ingots there at Poverty Point in Louisiana, then sailed back down across the Gulf, across the Atlantic, and that's how they made their bronze. We call it the Bronze Age.
Mm.
And Lake Superior supplied a lot of the copper. And Native Americans helped. That was
You know all that.
huh? Oh, yeah, this is all. This is a long story of
It
Crete,
sure is.
Yeah, we
and
get
it's
us a
called the
history lesson
Minoan,
tonight.
with Native interacting with Native Americans. And
Yeah,
of course, we know where the Minoan story is. They were also called Atlanteans, mainly because they could sail the Atlantic.
yep.
So that's your story of Atlantis.
Wow, that's so cool.
They were an advanced civilization before the Greeks got their stuff together. The Greeks didn't get their act together till Crete was basically destroyed, and they moved into Crete and took a lot of the Minoan technology.
Yeah.
And that's how they got it to be one of the most advanced civilizations on the world, because they learned it from what was left of the Minoans.
Yeah,
I
there's been
have
so many starts and resets and starts and resets on this planet. There's more than we can understand and we can fathom, but you know, there's dozens of starts and resets and advanced societies,
Mhm.
advanced groups of people and, technology that's far beyond what we can imagine. There,
Oh, Vanna.
yeah, it's amazing when you
Yeah.
start really looking down into it and seeing
Can you imagine in
the history of all of it.
those rowboats, even a train with three layers of rowers across the Atlantic?
Yeah, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Something
And
that today would not pass
making
muster.
any time,
Yeah.
and having enough food and supplies and water to get across in that amount of time. Excuse me.
It's amazing.
So, Lynn, what is like your big thing that you're excited about for New Orleans for the Paracon? Is there anybody that's showing up there that you're super excited to see, or going to be, maybe a little fanning about,
Well,
I'm ready to meet some
there is.
vampires.
And you're married to her.
Oh, yeah, there you go. She's
So,
all right.
Well, thank
no
you.
offense, but I really want to meet your wife, because Lee she's intelligent, she's beautiful. You did good
Aw.
marrying her.
I did. I did.
She
Yep.
is a great
Yeah,
person.
good
Gwen
answer.
says a good answer. I am actually envious of Gwen and Lee, because they have a friendship, something that two people on the planet that I have friendships like that. I left in Georgia when I moved to Chicago in 2001.
Yes. Oh,
And
yeah. They're
so,
those
by
two
the
are
way,
like,
yesterday made 25 years that I left Georgia.
oh
And now both of those friends are dead.
no.
Yeah, so I can't even go back. I can't even call them on the phone.
Right.
So I love the relationship that Gwen and Lee had or have.
Yes.
I wish them all the luck in the world, and try to keep that friendship strong for the rest of your lives. Because if you lose it, you will always regret it.
Yeah.
You're both fabulous people. And
Oh, thank you, Lynn.
I want you and Gwen Lee to stay close friends forever.
Yeah. They're just like
That's
sisters.
sweet.
Lenny, you're
Yeah.
making me
We are.
cry. You're making
Yeah.
me cry.
They're like sisters. They love each other and they have their little spat moments. But I look at it and I laugh because I know what I've got brothers and sisters, so I know it. They don't realize what it is, and I'm just like, I know what's going
But
on
Matt
right now.
will look at us and go, "Okay, Lee, you wanted a sister. Now you got one." So
Yeah.
That's exactly what he says.
And I tell you what's interesting is when they get together and they get on a roll, they got their own language and they'll start communicating in their own language, and nobody has a damn clue what they're saying. And I have to remind them, I'm like, you're not speaking English right now. You guys are communicating telepathically, and nobody else knows what's going on in this conversation. And they'll turn and look at me and they'll say something, and I'm like looking at the both of them starry eyed, like, what the hell are y'all talking about? The two of you got your own little, and sometimes they'll get to going and it's like two hens. They get to talking and then tick, 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 tick. Next thing you know, it's like some tribal click, click, click. And you're like, what the heck is going on? And then they look at me and like, okay. And I'm like, well, wait, I was supposed to understand that?
Yes, you were.
Yeah, they're a mess. They're a
Well,
mess.
I gotta say one thing about Matt, which Matt will never say, but Matt is like, I don't know, when it's me and Lee, it's wonderful. We click, we talk, but when Matt is with us, it's like we're complete because things go better, they go smoother. We don't have to. I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but if you ever see us together doing something, you'll understand. It just goes like clockwork. It just does.
Yeah.
It does.
And I will say
we don't really talk a lot.
I'm very honored to be on Lee's network.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. We're thrilled to have you.
Yes.
We
So
are thrilled to have you.
I'll be here till either I kick a bucket or y'all kick me out like an old bucket.
You're
well, guys,
adorable.
can I pull up something now? I will tell you, I've been working with Lynn, getting some of the locals down in New Orleans to come on.
Yes, I really
last
appreciate
week.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Papa Czar last week. We're in talks with another local. I'm not going to say her name just in case she doesn't get to. But the good big news is the Thursday before the Paracon, Voodoo Authentica folks. I can't name them all because I can't remember them all. But there's a group of people
Unique
that
names too.
work there. And I've got them to agree to be on Lynn's show. And if we can all get down there and be in the same place, we're going to try that. But it may not work. It may not work. We're going to try if we can all get down there. But
I think we can do it.
Yeah,
a live show on location.
Yes.
At the
With everybody
Matt,
in the same room.
I talked this over with Papa during the show last week, and he agrees it would be best if we could do it with a live audience.
Yes.
Have some chairs sitting out there. So people that are already there that Thursday that are going to the Paracon can sit there and watch the show live.
Yes, they get a sneak peek and they get a quick meet with some of the people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Talk about having something special right there.
I've been working hard on it. I'm gonna tell you right now. And Lynn was not in. Lynn was not in on all the conversations, but I've been having, and we lined it up. We made the joke that if we cannot, for some reason, get in the same place, which is going to be at Voodoo Authentica at one of their rooms. She told me the name, and I don't know the name of the room. But if we can't do it that way, we will do the Brady Bunch boxes like we do. But we would like to be all in the same place. I know you'd love that, Lee. But we're working on it. So cross your fingers. We will let you guys know when it gets closer to time. But just look forward to that.
Let me ask you something.
Another plan.
Go ahead.
Should you bring what?
I make voodoo dolls, but they're called butt crack voodoo dolls because they got a little something butt crack. Should I bring my voodoo dolls to sell or give them to some people at the Voodoo Authentica and then swap out? I would think that would be fun. They need to be adopted.
They do. We need to make some more, first of all, because I think we're totally out.
They're about the size of my hand.
At least need. Okay, Lynn.
Yes, Lynn, I will have one for you.
Yes.
Yep.
We're gonna have to work on that. I'll have to get Lynn, they are adorable.
I started making them, and then somebody, I think it was Tom Gormley, was like, "You should put a butt crack on those." And I turned it around, and I'd already done it, and it stuck. And I can't keep them. People want a butt crack voodoo doll. I don't know what it is.
Well, we're gonna.
I think somebody in the military said that's future promises.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Excuse me, guys.
Well, you got a lot of stuff loaded.
Hey, Zayna.
Yeah. Hey, Zayna. That's Matt's sister, guys.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
I got to ask him, Lynn. Okay, Lynn was goofing with me, and he wanted something cute, and I made him this, and he likes it.
I love it.
I
love it.
And that is him and his wife, who is camera shy-ish. They are coming and look at that. Look how they just look cute. They just so
they look amazing. Living their best life.
Exactly. And I'm so glad that Gail's coming. I've never met her in person. I've never met Lynn in person, but we talk a lot and we see each other often. And I can't wait to meet you both. I'll be real with you. There's a lot of people down there that like the ladies and the gentlemen at Voodoo Authentica. When I talked to them on the phone at length, I mean, I was trying to get this thing lined up. And I knew Lynn wanted it. And of course, Chris, you know, I know he wants, you know, as much out there as he can get. So we're trying to help out. But, you know, they are very interesting. And you guys, you know what we're going to do in New Orleans? We're going to get to meet Father Sebastian, who is an actual vampire. And I've talked to him on the phone and when he was on a podcast. Yeah. So, if he said he may make them and he may not. He has not. He's very, I don't know how to put it. He's going to decide when he gets there probably, but I would love a set myself. I know Lee does. We're going to make Matt wear some.
Yeah.
Gwen, we need to get you a garlic necktie.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Oh, and these are the way they are.
Yeah.
And Matt doesn't know, but it's kind of nasty. I had a gum disease. I was losing bone.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was losing bone severely. So I had to have all the teeth pulled. So when I had these made,
I
had
just
them
get
made
him out
with
of
fine.
there.
He did.
Oh.
Show him your fangs, Lynn. Lean in. I've seen them myself, but I know you guys have. Yeah,
Oh, I see him.
I think
You
they're cool.
did.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Let me tell you, when you leaned in and you showed your teeth, everybody watching the show at that moment was going, look at these teeth. They were copying you. They were doing the same thing. So just you had a global influence right there on that moment.
And he's got the long hair and yeah.
You look
know
dynamite.
You
Oh,
need
Gwen
to
was
wear.
going to say a while ago.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Wear a black shirt
Well,
and black pants, and you'll look like a vampire.
Cane. You need a cane. Yeah.
Oh,
Got one of those. Gail has to carry one of those.
yep.
Another plan for if the Voodoo Authentica would come down to the hotel, we might beg a room, and that way the audience, we could just say anybody in the room block of Chris's in the hotel, anybody stay in there,
Come on over.
can come in free, put some folding chairs in the room, and we just take over a room for a couple hours.
Love it.
You know what? Let us see when we're actually getting there.
When we get there.
Mr. Brown, who will decide, he is the creator of our
He's
Convoy.
the itinerary maker.
I'm lining up the convoy.
Maker.
Yeah, he's
And I'm the one that writes it out. I'm the keeper of the calendar.
And I'm like, tell me when to be packed so we can go. So,
Yeah, we got a flight plan.
we got a flight plan. That's right, the flight plan. There it is. But you know what? You guys look out, because even if we do not get in the same room, we're gonna try. If we can get at the hotel. I know they wanted to do it in Authentica, but I think if we offer them that, if we can work it out, I think they'll come over. I do. So let's work on it, and we will let you guys know for sure. Of course, I'll boost it out there with posters and ads and all that mess too. So, like, I aggravate
These
everybody.
local people are so important for this
Yes.
event, because people want to see. When you think of New Orleans, you think of local people that have this different culture that everyone wants to experience.
Yes.
You know.
By the way, this was my suggestion
I
to
know.
Chris over a year ago. Matt,
Yeah.
you may not be on the inside of this, but I was down there in Lafayette, Louisiana, at another Paracon. And we left at Lafayette and went to New Orleans specifically to see Christopher and Jennifer. So we talked for a little bit. I went on one of their tours for the Voodoo Shop and then Andrew Jackson. As a sidetrack, I was kidding a kid. I mean, you got to entertain the public, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we were all sitting there outside the gate of the Voodoo Shop, and we got to go through these big steel gates. They got 10-foot gates there, so that people don't jump over it and get in their backyard. And she's got a hot tub in her backyard. So the lady who runs that Voodoo Shop. No photos in that between the Voodoo Shop and the slave house. Now you can all inside do whatever you want to. Out back, do whatever you want to. Just don't swear at the ghost. That's a dangerous place. That's a dark place. Matt, you will, if you walk back there with Lee, you will realize real quick how dark that place is.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I said, Chris, before we go in there, do me a favor. She said, what's that? I pointed to a kid about 14. I said, he is the first one through the gate. And his eyes got really big. And later, when we got up to Andrew Jackson, he was put in the closet where they communicate with the spirits. And he walked up to Chris after his 10, 15 minutes in the closet and said, called him Mr. Tally. Of course, Chris liked that part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I said, hey, Chris. He said, Mr. Tally? He said, have you ever heard of a ghost named Toby? And he said, no, I've never communicated with the Toby here. And he said, well, I kept hearing the voice over the ghost box say, Toby, I'm Toby. And I said, oh, wait a minute. Y'all are not involved in this conversation. That's mine. Huh? That's a friend of mine that died several years ago.
Oh, wow.
One of your spirit guides.
It probably one of the spirit guides, or you got to remember, New Orleans is more than a crossroads of a river and trade.
Yes.
Because you know, the big thing in New Orleans, ships come in, they come up a little part of the Mississippi to New Orleans, they unload the ship, put it on a barge, up it goes. Barge comes down loaded with Midwest grain, corn, whatever. They take it off the barge, on the ship, it's gone. During the winter, of course, all our food comes in from South America because we can't grow food in North America during the winter. And that comes up the opposite way and it's loaded from ship to barge and shipped up. And that's what feeds Chicago and St. Louis and anybody else. People don't know that, and that's what they call crossroads between barge traffic and ship traffic. It's also a crossroads paranormally. It operates kind of like the Atlanta airport. In Georgia, we always say you can't die unless you go through Atlanta. Christy,
there she is.
You're late.
As always.
Just wondering where you were.
Yeah, Christy is a great person. She's from Down Under.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Australia.
Yeah, she follows almost all of our shows. Well, as many as she can. I know.
Yeah.
Well, we
Thank
appreciate
you,
you, Christy. You know that. So I see the video loaded down there. Yeah, it is a melting pot. Zena's saying that this is like a literal ship passing in the night. There's so many different people that the spirits are like a melting pot. That's right.
Yes, and they fill the buildings. People have cleaned out buildings down there before, and they get occupied within 2-3 weeks because you have new spirits coming in. It's a unique place, and that's why you're almost tripping over ghosts in New Orleans. And that's why I think it was almost a cardinal sin that we haven't had a major Paracon down there. But I had a long conversation after we left the Andrew Jackson. We stood in front of the hotel I was staying at, a haunted hotel, by the way, right where one of the ghosts appeared a lot of times, an old footman that worked there and died on the job, literally. We stood in front of the hotel till 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Talking about doing a Paracon.
Wow.
He comes over the next morning when we're packing up to leave, and we're getting all the stuff. You know, you go to a Paracon, you got all kinds of stuff. We were loading it in the car, and Chris was looking at all these mountains of luggage and stuff. He said, "You're never going to get this in this car." And Gail looked at it and said, "We came down here with it in this car." So he was sitting there watching me. That's loading, playing Tetris, loading the car
Tetris.
up. And we started
Next level
talking about
Tetris game.
But we started talking while I was loading. A work crew stopped. They were working on the hotel. They stopped and were watching me load the car, which was hilarious. And Chris was asking me 90 questions about doing a Paracon, what we should do. And one of the suggestions I had definitely involved local stuff. He said, well, I don't know if any of the locals will work with me or not, because they're rival, tour guides. But you have a Paracon, your rivals become your friends because they want to advertise for themselves too. They're not going to cut their own throat, not if they're a smart business person. I said, talk to these people and
that's
get
one
them,
of the
get them to at least come.
That's one of the things I really love about Paracons is these people get together that have seen each other, that have worked with each other, but sometimes their work crosses over at some point in time, their films cross over. But when you get to a Paracon, it turns into a big family reunion. Like you get people that just enjoy spending time and being together, and I mean it's one of those times where the people that you've watched on TV and the people that you've seen in the shows and you've watched their podcasts and stuff like that, you're going to meet them face to face. They're right there with you. I mean, you're going to be able to come up and talk to Lee and Gwen and Lynn and myself and some of these other people, you know, the fathers. And you're going to see some of these people that, you know, otherwise you would only see them on TV. Just a chance to meet them in person. And it's amazing when you see just how personable most of these people are. And it's like a great big old family reunion. You have a great time. You know, you have a great time.
And it goes so fast, guys. It's gone. We're
It
there.
does.
It's gone.
Do you have a video for us?
Yeah, Lynn's got a couple. Which one you want, Lynn? Which one you want
Let's
first?
do it.
We were talking about Father Sebastian, so why don't we throw the bat up?
All right, which one is that? Which
The one with the bat.
Well, no, it doesn't show a bat, honey. It's either July Paracon or we will be at the next. Which one is it?
Your host. You
don't see the picture above. We'll be at the new.
Yep. Here we go.
That one. People got closed out for a week. They're all for this.
招かさる感情を真空の逆流に私は酔いしれた心臓から
I love that part.
I love it. Oh my
That's
God.
great.
I put
That's
that little video together at on Canva.
I love it.
Oh,
And,
Lord.
one of the things I told Jennifer when this thing was getting laid down was I'm going to try to sell out every package you have.
Yeah.
By promoting it on Facebook.
Yep.
So I'm gonna bend over backwards trying to sell everything you got. And Brandon Cooper, some people like him, some people don't. I've never met the guy, so I have no opinion. But they had him leading an investigation into the cemetery where they load you up on a bus. That's now on Friday and Saturday night.
Oh,
They had to get another bus for another night.
Yes.
Because that sold out. So now they're getting another night lined up, and that is selling out. All the vendor tables are sold out.
Yeah, I
Another
saw
vendor
that.
can't get a table.
That's
Yes.
See, I actually he had me a vendor table set to the side. And I said, look, I don't really need a vendor table. Shove it back out there for sale and sell it. He did.
Yeah.
They're going to have me
That's
outside
good.
the main room.
Yep.
Right beside them. And I don't have a table, except maybe a small little, like a coffee table or something.
That's all you
To
need.
set the mic on and set the computer on, and 2 chairs where I can sit there and interview people during the Paracon.
Oh,
Yes.
it's gonna be cool.
And I'm going to be doing
gonna be great.
EchoVox. Matt, you may not know what EchoVox is. It's a
He does.
talking program.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing EchoVox sessions. They're in the hotel during the Paracon, right outside the front door.
Yeah, that's great. This is gonna be a lot of fun because I love the fact that we're on the other side of the Mississippi or right there at it. So, we got people. I've got some people that I've talked to that are coming from Texas that are coming out. So it's that expansion to other side. And New Orleans has always had this kind of little mysterious thing about it, right? That a little bit edgy, a little bit mysterious, and everybody's just kind of, I think for me it goes back to the movies with the vampires, the Interview with the Vampire. It goes back to that for me, right? So that's kind of my time. And then of course being in the military during Katrina and dealing with in Army aviation at the time, there was a lot of stuff going on with that, trying to get things repaired and doing work with that. So to be able to kind of be in there and enjoy it and be a part of it, and all the people that have been in there and all the energy that comes from this place. When you say I'm going to New Orleans, right? It means something else to you. I mean, it's that city has such a massive draw in so many ways, so many ways. And, me being a blues music fan too, this is on top. This is on top for me. This is going to be great.
He's excited. He's excited.
I'm excited, and I don't get excited very easy, and I'm excited about this one.
Xana and Christy are both ready to go. And I don't think either one of them can get there, but they would both love to go. And this is why I said it's almost a cardinal sin. There wasn't a Paracon in New Orleans before. This is the city where you have a Paracon. I don't know why there wasn't one there before.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, Matt, if you talk to Christopher, do not mention my name. Because every time he writes a check, he cusses my name.
Okay.
And people have told me that he had to write a check to. And so when he was writing it out, he was cussing Lynn Dorman.
Oh.
I'm going to pop up a all my fault because I talked him into it.
All your fault. It's your fault. You did it. Here's a picture that I made, and it's just about the ghost hunts.
This is a beautiful poster.
Thank you.
This is absolutely stunning.
John Zaffis, Ron Iacovetti, and Lourdes Gonzalez and myself will be at the Andrew Jackson Hotel. And then the next day, we will be at the Voodoo House. And, they'll be featuring digital dowsing. And I'll be demonstrating the power of a medicine wheel and see if we can get things amped up so that people can talk to these people in spirit.
And
I can't wait to see the reaction of your medicine wheel in New Orleans. Holy cow. That's going to be intense.
Yeah.
That's going to be intense.
Especially when Gwen opens up with internet and I'm sitting there with my camera phone and I'm right there in front of the wheel, right there in front of Lee.
Yes. I've got another camera.
Over All Access Network TV.
Yes. That's what we need.
Yes. If you can get there, this is a great place to go. This is going to be one of those bucket list Paracons that you really need to be a part of, and you need to get there. But if you can't get there, just stay tuned to All Access Network TV. We are going to be plastering this thing.
Yes.
There's so many people, so many of our people are going to be there during the con that we will have shows. There will be, almost on the hour, there's going to be something going on. You're going to be able to stay in touch and be a part of it. Christy, if you're on the other side of the planet and you can't make it, then we got you covered. You're going to be able to be a part of it, right? So it's as good as being there, but if you can get there, get there. It's going to be great.
Did you hear how they're going to open it?
No. He doesn't know. I haven't told him.
Voodoo Authentica, who will be my guest when we're doing the show in NOLA, are going to be having an opening ceremony, an opening voodoo ceremony before they open the doors.
Wow.
So if you got a table inside, you might want to come to the front door and take a look at this.
Yeah.
Them doing an official voodoo opening.
Right.
And
I would love
I've already gotten permission to be recording them. So people will actually see a voodoo opening to the Paracon on All Access Network TV.
Wow. That's going to be great. It's going to be great.
This is what I plan for Gwen and I to do is going to blow everybody away.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be really fun, guys. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And you can always, you know what? If you do miss something, you can always go back because we're gonna be live so much. I mean, we're gonna have to take breaks, of course, but we're gonna be live, and everybody will be live on their own Facebooks and stuff too, and taking pictures and posting them. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be very cool.
You see Christy's reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed some comments, guys. I'm sorry. I was in the conversation. Jeez. There we go. Oh, you come into our houses. I see how it is.
Let's go.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
That's it. Come on.
And thank you, Christy. She
Thank you,
supports us
Christy.
so much. We do. We
Go on
appreciate
YouTube
it.
and subscribe too. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be great. We a lot of people like Facebook more, but if you could go to YouTube and at least subscribe,
Yeah, just help us get our numbers up. Yeah, that's really
that would be
helpful.
very cool. It would.
Christy, we'll find a fold-out couch for you somewhere.
And Xana, I think we're blowing her away with what we're planning because no other convention does this.
No.
No.
Chris is giving us carte blanche. He loves Lee. Yeah, you got another guy in love with your wife now. So.
I know.
Of course,
there's a big list. It's okay.
That's why you always see me in between the guy and Lee because I'm like, don't even think it. Nope.
Chris got a gorgeous wife. Jennifer's my girl.
Jennifer's gorgeous. She's fun to be with. I've had her on the show before. Before I was on this network, and she's
a doll. Something very special about her.
She is, and she loves hanging around people in the paranormal.
Yeah,
and she's real open about it. She's both super people. I'm looking forward to working with both of them, and they want this as much as we can do done because it helps them next year, which I believe will be in June, to expand even what we're going to do this year. This is the initial one. This is trial one. Wait till next year when we have this perfected and have a little bit of more equipment. We come in there and have to bring a van in to unload our equipment next year.
Yeah. You know what? It could happen because we're already.
I'm going to need to be stacked up with Gwen for a week before the Paracon just to have everything set up. Good thing her and Gail get along.
Well, Gwen, you'll need to take my cameras, those two, because you've got one like it with tripods. That'd be the easiest way.
Yeah, but only one can broadcast at a time. So I'll just probably use, mine for a while, yours for put different locations, and we'll switch back and forth. Yeah. We're going to work it out.
Don't worry, we'll be here. Pit bulls with the diamond collar.
Diamond collars. That's my sister-in-law.
Yeah, we know that reference.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of proud of it because a lot of it I suggested to Christopher and talked him into doing it because I don't have the money. I don't have the money to get started. Chris has worked in the hotel business before. Mm-hmm. He knows how to negotiate with managers.
Yep.
And the price, people got in that room block that he bought at that hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, a lot of people don't realize that's a 4-star hotel.
Yeah.
And you talked about Crossroads earlier. One Crossroads you didn't think about. It's on Canal Street in Bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Canal Street used to be the dividing line between the French Quarter, which was the have-nots, and the newer money that moved down to New Orleans was the other side of Canal Street. It was supposed to be a canal. They never flooded it. Projects fizzled. So it just became one of the widest streets in America.
Yeah.
So they eventually put streetcars right in front. And by the way, if you want to ride a streetcar, right in front of the hotel.
I forgot about that.
Go jump on one.
Picture of the hotel. Will you pop it up for me? I don't have one that I know.
I don't have one either. I'm gonna have to go get it. The hotel is an amazing place. Oh, one other thing that he's going to do is a bead throw.
Oh boy.
Lee, you're going to be in it, and all the others, John Zathis, anybody else comes in, they're going to be up top throwing beads down to Bourbon Street.
That'll be cool.
There you go.
It's elusive. He's selling tickets for people who want to be in the room behind it or be next to a star. If you want to be next to John Zaffis and throw beads down, you got to pay for that privilege.
Right.
That guy's going
Paracons have to make money. I mean,
it's going to be
John
He's
Zaffis
gonna
isn't
be-
coming for free.
Yeah.
He
All
is
these
gonna
other
be-
people aren't taking up a whole weekend of their time
Mhm.
at no charge.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah.
have a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to go throw beads with John Zaffis, come up with the money, and you can be out there right beside John Zaffis throwing beads out.
That's good.
He's gonna kill you, Lynn.
Gonna be fun.
So I wouldn't be harping on John Zaffis too much, would I?
Yeah. You know what? He was on one of the podcasts and he was like, "So Gwen, I heard you're going to New Orleans." I said, "Yeah, I heard you were going." He said, "We're gonna have fun." And I was like,
Yes.
Lee, you remember Gettysburg last year? All I got to say.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a good
That
time.
was something.
Yeah.
Well, see, I never
make
met John
sure-
Zaffis until my birthday show last year. And by the way, Matt, my background last year, my show was on Thursday, my regular show time. It was my birthday.
Mhm.
And I believe Thomas Patrick spoke to John Zaffis and got him to come in the room. For my
Oh,
birthday
wow.
show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
He had
remember
the
that.
Brady
He came
Bunch
to your
coming up.
birthday.
Mm.
I
So
think
it was-
everybody popped in
We
and
did.
said, "Hey,
I think Matt did for a little
Yeah.
bit.
I popped
Yeah,
in."
you
Popping
did.
Yeah.
But John Zaffis stayed in the whole time.
Yep.
He was really a sport about it. And
Yeah.
I'll always think well of him for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's a down to earth man.
Yeah. He's a really
is.
good guy.
Really.
So
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
asked earlier who I want to meet. Sure, I want to meet Lee and Gwen personal, but just meeting, shaking hands with John Zaffis. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I'm not an autograph seeker. I don't have a collection of autographs, even though I would have an interesting collection if I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
The original Star Trek, I met everybody but Nimoy and Shatner.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
was working with a sci-fi con,
Yeah.
and I was actually the captain of a starship, the local starship.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Here
in
we go, guys.
the fan club. The fan club Paranormal finally recognizes. Do I use eucalyptus leaves? Only when
do.
I do get sunburned.
Gotcha.
I use eucalyptus leaves. The slave chain of protection around New Orleans. No, I haven't.
Well, you know, they had the square where the slaves were used to. They gave them Sunday off. They used to go in there
Oh,
and
that's
beat
right.
drums and dance around in the square. That's still
There
there.
it is for you.
And there it is.
There it is. Thank you, Lee.
Yeah, and you see that they're going to be right there on those balconies throwing beads out.
That's going to be fun.
And
It's
I'm
on-
gonna be
it-
standing at the bottom with my purple drink next to Lynn, and we're gonna be catching beads. So there it is.
Now, Lee,
Well-
that doesn't mean you can take a slingshot and you can beam people with the beads. I know what was going through your head, but
Dang it, you know me too well.
That actually happened to me a few years ago. One of the strippers decided she'd get a crush on me. And I didn't realize where I was going. I was just walking down Bourbon Street, and I was in front of the bar that I was in the night before.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I get hit in the head. Fortunately, I was wearing this hat.
there you go.
There you go. Cock,
There you go.
slightly
Looking
below one eye.
sharp.
There you go.
Yeah.
He hit me in the head with one, and then hit me in the shoulder with another. And it was a stripper
Oh.
that I talked to the night before. Oh, and Matt, to be warned, you've heard the Champagne Room, right?
Yeah.
Most of the strip
Yeah.
club in New Orleans are an old house. All old houses had a courtyard. That's how they kept cool.
Uh-huh.
Those strippers, instead of taking you to the Champagne Room, take you to the Champagne Courtyard.
Ah.
So yeah. Out in
And
the open.
management doesn't care what goes on back there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
So you might want to grab Matt real quick if he's in a strip club and you see his hand being grabbed and dragged over
He
to a
won't
door.
be. He won't be. No.
When
I
you
went
meet
in
my
there.
engine wife, you'll understand why I ain't walking in a strip club. If I
Yeah.
do, she's with me, and I promise you, when we walk in that strip club, they're not going to be cute stripper girls anymore. They're going to be telling Lee all their problems, and it's going to turn
Oh
into
yes,
a big old dramatic mess.
he's taken me into strip clubs, and that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Show me how you
They've
do that
asked him to
move. You
leave.
know, it's they made him leave.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I got dragged into the courtyard, and I was wearing a stripper and 2 female customers.
Oh,
Like a cheap
Lord,
suit.
Lynn.
with your hat cocked sideways like that.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing y'all don't
With
know.
a little
and
drag in your walk when you step.
Mhm.
Did you have your
Little
cane? Did you
swagger,
have your
baby,
cane?
swagger.
I get it.
But see, here's the thing. Lynn is
Lord.
married to an ex-power lifter.
Yeah.
She's a bad
Yeah.
mama. Yes, ma'am. Yep, Lynn.
And
you
she's a
better be
pretty
happy.
lady too.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's
you better
gonna have to
Now-
grab hold
Power
of you.
lifter. She'll
Uh,
put the slam down.
Mhm. Gail's
Oh,
father
somebody.
was actually in the Air Force.
Really? Okay.
be that.
My
Okay.
first wife, her father was in the Army, did 3 tours in Vietnam.
Oh my God.
I've always had a kind of a tough wife.
Yeah.
and Gail, her step grandfather, was a great big man, and he was one that kept the military life after he retired.
Oh.
He'd get up
And I
early in
don't
the morning
remember you
polishing
putting
his
these up.
shoes.
They're funny as hell. I got to Christy, you
Thank you
killed
for
me.
that, Christy.
Bring the slingshot, Lee.
Lord, no, she is not taking what Matt. Don't you let her pack it. Don't you let her.
I can picture you on a strip pole, Lynn. You hear what Christy's telling you?
Christy,
Oh,
no.
Lord.
at 70 years old and 260 pounds, I'm not the prettiest picture on a stripper pole. Now, when I was DJ and playing
Y'all better
baseball,
bring me 2 of them purple drinks if we're going this far. I need 2. I need 2 of them.
To watch
but
us.
in my
One
mid
for each
30s at
hand.
100, I was 185 pounds.
One for each
playing
hand and one
baseball.
away.
I got on a stripper pole sometimes and earned tips. Sometimes it got
hell
real
yeah.
slow, and the dancers were tipping me.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that was between wives at that point.
Dancers are coming up there. How much you think we
Bless
got to
that
give them to
pole,
get
Lynn.
down?
Bless that
How much
pole.
we got to give them to get down off that pole? Come on.
That's it.
Yeah, I can see Lynn on that pole flicking his hair back.
Mhm. I can see Matt pulling out his credit card trying to get me down.
Where's the slot? Where's the slot?
Yeah, we're going to hell. We're going
Yeah.
directly to hell.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
guys, I hate to say this, but Matt, I know you got to get up super early in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
crack
in
of
the
dawn.
Army and I'm still on an Army schedule. So I got a very early morning.
Oh my God, you don't want to see me in G-string at
Lynn in a
260
G-string.
pounds.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Of course, maybe y'all can help me. My doctor always wants to give me a prostate exam, and I keep telling him he's got to take me to a movie and a dinner if he's going to do that.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Lynn, some of my soldiers are coming, and I got the feeling that you're going to fit in real good with us. So,
I think so too.
I have no problem dealing with the guys. I worked nightclubs in Fort Benning.
yeah,
I'm used to
Yeah.
entertaining soldiers.
we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
These folks are hilarious, and they are going to be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
And if we
we
need
got
looking
people
forward to it.
coming.
we'll make a website for it. It'd be okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gwen, I was talking to AJ True Crime when you came on.
Yeah.
We are discussing. He's got to have a great big paranormal meetup in Chicago, open to the public. So everybody who wants to go to that, if you're in the Chicago area, look up AJ True Crime on Facebook. He'll tell you where the bar is. They're taking over a bar. The paranormal is taking over a bar in
over.
Chicago.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
7:30 next Wednesday.
Oh,
But
wow.
we can do it.
And they're discussing everything John Dillinger. So if you got an old outfit from the 30s, old suit, wear it.
Mm.
If you got a
That
fake
Come
Tommy
in
gun,
your
bring
flopper
it.
dress.
That would be
I would
cool.
love that. I have
They-
one.
They're going to do a Richard Crowe style
Okay.
event. It's one of the first ones that these people have tried. AJ is a new up and coming, very experienced, very good ghost hunter in Chicago. He's teaming up with Tony Zabiskie, which is the top tour guide for ghost tours in Chicago.
Nice.
He and I
Nice.
investigated for years together. We appear on early radio shows, paranormal radio together.
Nice.
What
Oh,
was
wow.
what was the name of the radios? Was it Blog Talk or Para
The
X?
first one I appeared on, I got the sticker right up here. W War, WAR.
Okay.
It was a college radio station, small power,
I've heard of it. Yeah. Well, that's so
but
cool.
that went out on the airways live in Chicago. Then later on, he did a show from in a basement that went out real radio. And Tony
Nice.
appeared on that several times talking. We did trivia contest, of course, talk paranormal. And Tony is very, very well versed in the paranormal. He and I actually investigated the jail Dillinger broke out of.
Oh, wow.
And we were the ones that discovered a tobacco smell, pipe tobacco smell in the jail before anybody else. And we had the rest of the crowd coming up, and we said, okay, be quiet, smell. And everybody, oh, well, that's some kind of tobacco. I said, yes, pipe tobacco. But you weren't allowed, this is an old jail. They didn't allow you to smoke anything in that building.
Wow.
Lynn,
And-
was Dillinger the one that made the gun out of a bar of soap?
This is the jail I'm talking about. The one where he
Okay.
did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
stole the sheriff's car.
Over a bar of soap.
You hadn't heard that story? The rumor has it's never been proven,
Yeah.
but he supposedly got a bar soap, shaped it like a gun, got black shoe polish on the soap, and pointed it at a guard, and made the guard open his cell door and get several other people out. And of course, the first place they went to the armory and got
Yeah.
real guns.
Oh, my gosh.
It broke into the garage where the cars were parked. And the big thing, if you remember your history back then, the fastest car on the road was a Model A V8 Ford.
Yeah.
It could outrun anything. Bonnie and Clyde used it. Dillinger used it by stealing the sheriff's car. It was the fastest car in the county. He stole it, and the sheriff had inherited the role when her husband died. So you see in the movies, it's a female sheriff. Her husband had died, and she took over as sheriff.
Uh,
And kind of like the same situation in South Carolina with the senator seat, where his sister's taken over. I forget her name, something Graham.
Doris.
Graham's sister.
Doris, I think.
No, I'm not sure, but it kind of worked like that. And Tony and I investigated that jail and got evidence at that jail. That's just one of the several places we investigated together. So you're talking about two very good investigators in Chicago, starting at 7:30. Check out AJ True Crime and Tony Zabiskie if you're in Chicago and want to go to that. The reason I bring them up is because Dillinger walked out of the biograph approximately 10:37.
Nice.
Yes, he was. Walked out with a hooker and the madam. Now, most people don't know that the red dress, the seductress in the red dress. Okay, back in the 30s, red dresses were common. If they had said, look for the person in the red dress, there was probably 20 or 30 people. Remember, the theaters were large back then because everybody came to the theaters to get out of the summer heat. They were the only places air conditioned. So they want to go in there and sit there for an hour and a half watching cartoons and finally a movie, then watch all the credits and finally, when the light come up, they slowly walk out of that air conditioning.
And the newsreels and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And they walked out approximately 10:37. The dress was not red. The neon on the biograph changed the orange dress into red. Under those neon lights, it looked red. It was an orange dress. That's what the FBI was looking for. So they saw it. They saw him walk past, and they shot him in the alley. And what they're going to do is the Richard Crowe
I
version.
thought you were going to say they shot him in the ass.
No.
No, shot him in the alley. Got it.
Alley.
Oh my God.
Actually,
Sorry.
him in the head, it come out below one of his eyes. But they're going to go down in the alley approximately the same timing. They're going to do like Richard Crowe did. Gwen has seen the video I have of Richard Crowe's last. Greg Koss is mesmerized every time I show it.
He is.
He loves that video.
I would say I'd like to go to that, but when I go to Chicago, I can't get out.
Right.
Nothing in the universe won't let me go. So I know.
So I'm talking with them about getting a hot spot for a few minutes.
That'd be cool.
Now, I'm not going to do the inside of the bar because it's at 7:30. We don't want to crank up a bar on All Access Network TV where everybody's drinking till 10:30. We don't want to go there.
Yeah, that might be a lot.
That could get crazy.
Maybe some bylaws violated there.
Yeah. But what we want to do is fire it up about 10:30 when everybody's gathering in front of the biograph, and then slowly walk down the street to the alleyway. And we get to the alleyway about when he was shot, like Richard Crowe did, take the crowd down there. Now, I don't know if they'll do the Richard Crowe trick of pouring a beer at the very spot he fell. But that's what Richard Crowe did.
Yeah.
And he was an amazing, I know everybody calls John Zaffis the godfather of the paranormal. In Chicago, the godfather is Richard Crowe. He got everybody started. Dale Kazmarek has been doing investigations since I was a junior in high school. 1973 is when he started doing home investigations.
Oh, wow.
Richard Crowe Dale learned a lot from Richard Crowe at that point. Richard Crowe made Bachelor's Grove.
Mama
If it weren't for him, you'd never heard of it.
Mama Jenny and her mother were investigating in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Richard Crowe was investigating in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
that was when Mom was a kid, when she was doing that with her family.
Guys, I'm gonna have to sign off, guys. I've got to go. Lynn, it was great being on your show. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Really enjoyed it.
We love you. I can't wait to see you in New Orleans.
Yep.
This is gonna be great. So I'll see you guys later. Y'all carry on, and looking forward to seeing you guys in New Orleans.
I got more stories you can hear, Matt.
All right.
I can't wait.
I'd be happy to entertain your troops.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. I
We'll see you.
can't wait.
Yep.
As I go out, I'm going to play my New Orleans video, and Gwen, take it off, okay?
Good night.
Guys, have a great one.
Good night, guys.
All right. Hey, Gwen,
Yes.
you don't want to hang around for a few minutes?
I'm really tired, but I will give you about 5 more minutes if that's okay.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I was talking about, we're talking about if they can get a hot spot there,
Yeah.
get in front of the biograph,
Uh-huh.
is recreate the Richard Crowe experience. that I've showed so many times on video.
That would be interesting.
And I've made an offer to go ahead and put it on All Access Network TV. So that's what may go on Wednesday. I'm still in talks about it. If nothing else, I will want to put out the Richard Crowe video.
That's fine.
In that timeline.
Right. We have shows 6:30, 8, 9:30, and it finishes about 10:30, a couple minutes. So it'll be after 10:30, like right about 10:30.
Right about the time I need to start, because I don't need to start those videos till about 10:37.
Well, you guys, anybody that's still watching, I know it's a little late, but we were having fun. Matt, unfortunately, has to get up at like the crack of dawn. Yes. But yeah, look for that next week, and we'll advertise it too. We'll absolutely advertise it.
So that may go on next Wednesday. Hopefully we'll record a show with what did you say your name was? Or you not want to say just in case?
No, I don't, because you know what? If she doesn't get to, I don't want anybody to say, "Well, no, we thought," because she's trying. She's not available for lives on Thursday night, so it might be really good because you're going to be like traveling and doing stuff too. So it might just work out perfect.
It's a good break for me because I will spend more time packing.
There you go. But you guys, don't miss it. We are going to be in New Orleans in a couple weeks, and what's the date, Lynn? Because you know what, my brain is fried.
July 31st, August 1st, and 2nd.
There you go. We are going to be down there in New Orleans, and it's going to be awesome. Lynn and I are going to be constant. Y'all gonna get sick of us, but it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. We're going to be on. I'm for real. I'm gonna probably do maybe 20 or 30 minutes and then pop off, or maybe if we have an interview, then pop off and pop back on. We're gonna be constantly on. We're gonna be on our own phones too, on our own stuff. But look for us because it's going to be a very huge weekend.
Yes.
And
that week is going to be interesting because I already told you what I wanted to do is do about a 3 or 4 minute commercial on all the shows starting Monday night.
Yep. Well, I am working on that.
Just going there with a live thing, just saying, "Me, I'm here already. Where are you?" Maybe showing the pool, some of the areas around the hotel.
Yep.
And that's it. Y'all need to get here and do that on every show. Just a 2 or 3 minute commercial.
Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you. I know people that are coming from Wisconsin and New York, and probably now maybe some folks from Alabama. We know, I think at least a couple. South Carolina, of course, we roll in deep, as some little youngster told me. And I said, "What do you mean?" They're like, "When you come somewhere, y'all come, loaded to the gills." But anyway, it's fun. But yeah, we got people coming everywhere. I mean, I know they're coming from other places too, but Lynn's coming from Arkansas.
I want to show Christy something real quick.
Christy, if you're still there, this is for you.
You see what she said about Richard Crowe?
Yep. Christy?
This is one of those cards they pass out at funerals.
Oh. Okay. Christy, I don't know if she's still there. Christy, if you're there, can you see it? Sometimes we lose her for a minute, but she'll go back.
Something else coming up from the funeral.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've got this in a little bowl.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Gail and I were at his funeral. These are Richard Crowe pins that he handed out on his tours.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting.
So I've got that little memorial set for Richard Crowe that sits behind me.
Nice.
So he and I worked together a couple of times. I was honored to be, when I went to this event that I recorded, this was less than a year before his death. I met him. We sat down at the bar for 2.5 hours one-on-one with Richard Crowe, and nobody has done that. Nobody but me. And we hit it off. He was in a Civil War Club roundtable. He was also in the Westerners Club. I joined both and ended up being a speaker or an add-on speaker at the Westerners. So yes, I know a lot of Western history. And he thought it was amusing that I was from Georgia. And if everybody remembers the OK Corral, Doc Holliday was from Georgia.
That's true. That's true.
He's from Griffin, Georgia, born and raised. But him and his mother moved down to Valdosta. And that's the correct pronunciation, not Valdosta or Valdosta. That's how it's pronounced. A little Spanish there. And Valdosta is just a 30-minute ride from Columbus. And he spent a lot of time there. His mother is buried there. She got sick and died, tuberculosis. That's where he got it from. And of course, Richard, it's been up from Chicago. Also liked it in the Civil War group. I was his friendly Confederate, being from Georgia. And Columbus was the second largest producer of arms for the Confederacy, second only to Richmond, Virginia. And I'm one of the few people.
I don't know all that. I didn't know all that. Yeah, I love history, but I don't know all the. Do you ever reenact, Lynn? Have you ever reenacted stuff?
I could. I never got into it. I've known reenactors, but I'm one of the few people who's ever been in Andersonville, investigated Andersonville, and I had an event, and this is what Chris was pulling out of me. I did my own event at Camp Douglas, which was the northern version of Andersonville. In fact, they copied Andersonville and stopped feeding vegetables to the prisoners because of what was going on in Andersonville.
Oh, crap.
Where they did it intentionally, giving the prisoners, the Confederate prisoners in Camp Douglas, which is just north of Soldier Field in Chicago. And I did an event there. If you want to read a book, George Levy, Levy, just like the dam, a levee, George Levy, To Die in Chicago. It's written by commander. This commander was here from this time to this time. This is what happened. Then the next chapter is this commander will cook over on this date to this date and tells the story of what happened during that tenure. That's how he divides his book. Very good book. To Die in Chicago, George Levy. I highly recommend it. If you like Civil War, this is the place to be. And I'm the only one I know of that's actually investigated Andersonville and Camp Douglas, which gives me a very interesting Civil War connection.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It is for sure.
And I'm hoping maybe I can talk Chris into it again, if he's speaking to me after this Paracon. Into maybe if we can talk to the battlefield at least one day. Say we're going to take a tour bus and just take everybody who wants to buy a ticket to it to the battlefield for a couple hours. Now you're talking about Gettysburg. Yeah, a lot more people died in Gettysburg, but you're talking about 2,000 British soldiers killed or wounded or captured in a matter of minutes, right there south of New Orleans. A lot of death concentrated, a lot of misery, because that song, Madame the Mighty Mississippi, it's a cute song. People love it.
Yeah.
But it whitewashes what really happened.
It does.
Those guys were in a bottleneck going up to cotton bales. And you can't shoot a modern gun through a cotton bale. And the guns they were using didn't stand a chance of entering a packed, wrapped up, tied tight cotton bale. The Americans, the Indians, and the free men of color, and I'm not like a lot of historians, I will say free men of color because there was a bunch of them there. And if they were not there, it's not sure that Andrew Jackson could have held off the British column.
That's true.
Because they were fighting hard. Any of those groups, the Native American tribe wasn't there, they set up the 200-yard marker and did scouting and was watching the British come down. The free men of color stood right there shoulder to shoulder with the very few American troops that were there. And the British walking across, they cut sugarcane field. And if you've ever had sugarcane where you cut it with a machete, you can get a piece of that sugarcane that's cut like that. And take a good running start and jab somebody in the gut, it will go all the way through.
Yeah, it's tough. We have they call it cane poles that you fish with, but I think it's a little different. But still, those things are very.
Cane is kind of solid, maybe just a little hollow stem in it. Sugar cane is about that big,
Yep.
And it's mostly hollow, and you can eat the inside of it. It's nice.
Yeah. I've actually had it fresh cut. It's interesting, honestly. But
the best rum is what they call a second cut.
Yep.
You cut it off at the ground, but then you cut off the bottom couple of feet, and you cut off the top couple of feet. In this middle cut, what they call the second cut, in the center there, getting the sugar out of that makes the best rum. I'm kind of a connoisseur of rum.
Well, I have a rumor that Lynn is going to buy me a purple drink that has, hold on, I don't remember how many rums in it. How many? Tell me.
14? It's mostly rum. It's got
in it a bunch of different kinds of rum.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's several different kinds of rum in it.
Yeah.
And it's sugar sweet because rum is refined sugar. So you got a little bit of sugar. It's got a lot of sweetness. You got great flavor. It tastes like a grape icy from 7-Eleven.
Well,
and you sit there, you will not believe you're drinking alcohol. You're just sitting there sucking through a straw. This is good, especially on a hot day. Oh my God, it's
well,
you just want to suck it all.
Yeah, it's going to be boiling when we're down there. So
yes, it's going to be boiling here. By the way, next week during all these shows we're talking about next week.
Oh Lord,
we got to watch the weather because it's going to hit 102 degrees down here in real temperature. Because the heat wave, a heat dome, has moved in from a New Mexico, Arizona area, and elongated itself and moved over into Oklahoma and into Texas and into lower Missouri. And now, if it stays a little bit to the west, we'll only have very high 90s. But if it moves where they think it's going to be, right on top of us, we're looking at 101, 102 degrees real temperature with humidity, and they're predicting the real feel could hit 111, 112 degrees there.
Well, my air is already not working well, so I will be. You may find me in a puddle, is all I can tell you.
That's what we got to put up with next week.
Well,
so I'm happy to record anytime because I'm not going outside. I'm not working on my deck. I'm not cutting my grass. I'm not checking the mail. I'm inside the house with this mini split over my head.
Yeah, and you know what, guys, for real, I mean, we joke about stuff, but be careful in the heat. Seriously, be careful in the heat. It can be very dangerous. I actually have like double curtains in my windows, because certain times of day it's got the big heat. But yeah, be careful in the heat. Well, Lynn, I need to get off here because I am about to fall over. I'm tired.
Something else I got tonight? Today?
Yep. What you got? That's cute. What's it say? Because I can't read the words.
Oh, I forget what it says. Grab a ghost. It's like grabber.
Oh. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. They have such good stuff, y'all. They really, you know what? I have a bunch of stuff. I need to put my shelf behind me instead of just the backdrop thing because I have all kind of souvenirs. We go to these Paracons and people will trade stuff with you, or they'll just give you a little something. Or I have stickers galore. I probably have a huge thing. I mean, I have stickers, like stacks of them where people have just given them to me, and I need to do something with all that. But being that this is not really this is kind of my dining room, but I have my TV where I can see it, so we make sure everything looks good, and it's a lot cooler in here. So, but I need to do something with my stuff. Every time I look at yours, I'm like, I'm falling down on the job, man.
And I just collected this stuff over several years, and when I built the studio, I said, let's just put this collection in here. So there it is.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but mine's kind of boring. But look, Lynn, I love you, mister. And I'll be so glad to see you. Now, next week, me, Lee, and Matt, and a couple others are going to Gettysburg. But all the shows will be covered and everything. So, just tune in. Just tune in. I can't wait to New Orleans. That's going to be a big.
I'll see y'all Wednesday night, one way or the other. If it doesn't work out with AJ and Tony, I will be showing the last Dillinger event that Richard Crow did. I've got inside video, something nobody else has, of the Biograph Theater. because I talked my way inside there. You know how I am.
He can
All
talk his way
women
into
working there, I can talk my way into anything.
All right. All right, Lynn, I'm gonna leave you to close it
okay.
out real quick for us. Here we
Go ahead and close the door on this show. It's been fun, Gwen. Good night.
All right, here we go.
All right.